Hey mate, and welcome to Old Mate Adventures.
Hi, I'm Kel.
And I'm Jed.
In 2021, we quit the grind, sold everything and hit the road for a semi-retirement life.
Follow us as we trek, camp, and hunt our way around Australia and beyond. The Savo, we're making pickled crayfish. It's a recipe that I stole off the internet, and it's supposed to be one of the best ones out there. It's just 4 crayfish. You peel them, obviously. Use a bit of minced garlic. We've got some chilies that I'll chop up into sort of fine pieces, and same with the capsicum, just chop that up into fine pieces. We've got an onion, won't need it all, but we'll chop that up as well into little bits. Got some basil, parsley. Only need a little bit of French dressing, a little bit of white wine, and mostly spice malt vinegar to top it up. I've pre-sterilised some jars, just boil them in water for like 10 minutes in a pot on the stove. I'll chop it all up and chuck it all in jars. Give it a couple of days and it should be ready, but we'll probably eat it next week at Christmas. YouTube.
Ew.
Nice, now we're just going to chop this up into small pieces. Cool, now that's chopped up, we're going to jam it all in a bowl. And we need half a capsicum for this recipe for 4 crayfish. Chuck that into the bowl. And we've got 3 chilies. Can you open it?
You need your muscles.
Turn away. We've got 4 jars, so I'm just going to put a tablespoon of this per jar. 4. Chuck the basil leaves in. A couple of teaspoons of that. Parsley flakes. Chop up the onion. Chuck the onion in. You're going to want about that much French dressing, about 1 shot per jar.
Is it a you shot or a normal person shot?
Normal person shot.
Okay, just to know.
Though I did add a little extra.
So it is your foster paw.
So it is a foster paw, not bad. And you want to do the same with white wine. So we'll add about 120 mils. Not that much. We all know Kelly likes a bit of white wine.
No. Not white wine.
Oh.
No one's telling that story.
And then you want to mix it up. And then you can just smash in a bit of cracked pepper. Now we just want to put the mixture into each jar. Yeah. That'll be good. Cheers. Imagine if I drank the wrong one.
That'd be pretty funny.
Fucking Jesus. This beer's tangy. And then you just want to fill each one of them up. It's going to go right. Oh no. Yeah, I nailed it. We just want to give them a little stir around. just give them a little top up right up to the top with vinegar.
You're definitely going to spill this when you open them.
I'll let Dad open them.
Set him up.
Yeah. And you just chuck all the lids on. Beauty. There you go. It makes 4 domino pasta jars size, so pretty much 1 crayfish per jar. Yeah, we'll chuck these in the fridge, and I think it's about 2 days and you can eat them. I usually leave them about a week and see how they go, and then they don't usually last longer than that. Sweet. This morning I'm starting a new little project on the caravan. Something we've been trying to work out how to get around for quite a while. The problem we have is in the caravan we have the 12-volt fridge, and we have our freezer is the angle that's inside the D-Max. So when we're traveling, or say when one of us has got the car away from the caravan or whatever, we don't have a freezer space in the caravan. And I've tried a couple of different little options. I scored an older angle off a mate, a little 32 litre, and tried to fit that in here, and it was just that little bit too big. Plus, because it was a really old angle, it was quite noisy. So it was a bit hard to fit and put in a spot where it wasn't going to be annoying. We got the 12-volt Bushman fridge, 135 litre I think, and that's great and super quiet, really nice little fridge. But yeah, it's just got a tiny little freezer compartment up the top, so just enough to freeze a couple of ice blocks or whatever. So yeah, anyway, the project is I don't usually buy King stuff, but they had a little 20 litre fridge freezer on special the other day for $189, 2-year warranty, and the dimensions was the main thing. It fits in a void where I've been trying to find a freezer to fit, which is right here, this space, and that's the fridge there. I've had it on, just plugged it in with a couple of beers in it for a couple of weeks now, just to give it a bit of a test, and also just see what the battery does and all that sort of thing, to make sure just everything was pretty sweet. Obviously just having it on 1 degree or whatever at the moment, it's not really sucking that much juice during the day, and so far it's pretty efficient. I didn't know if it was going to like freeze up or anything like that, but it's super basic. It doesn't have a basket or anything in it and whatever, but yeah, it fits with very minimal free space. So I'm gonna have to cut, chop, change all underneath the bin, which we just use for a little liquor cabinet down there. I keep remeasuring it because it looks like it shouldn't fit, and I'm wondering if I had measured it wrong. But anyway, I got about 20 mil to play with. Ideally I'll have it on some sort of slide, and we'll be able to slide it out, open it up, slide it back in. That all just depends on room. It might just be push it in there and have it strapped down somehow and just skull drag it out when we need to. That's the worst case scenario. This bin's been great, but yeah, the original cabinet only came to about here, and then I extended it out when we rebuilt the van, and then made all this framework underneath here. So all my good woodworking will have to all go to shit. I'll take the bin out, but yeah, start cutting away what I can and working my way in to fit that. Kel's got COVID at the moment, and I am on the arse end of COVID. So yeah, first bout with the COVID disease, and on the mend now. So yeah, it was a few days down and out, but not too bad. Kel copped the hard part of it. She was knackered for a fair few days. So anyway, she's on the mend now, which is good. So we're just resting up at the parents' place and quarantining ourselves. So yeah, I thought while I'm still not 100% in the clear, I'm just gonna keep to myself and do a bit of maintenance on the van. Alright, I've done phase 1, which is pretty much just hacking it to bits. Still need to take out, there's a piece of framework underneath here, underneath the bin that goes under, and then just give it a dummy fit, and also then start looking at my options and size I've got to put a bit of a slide in here. I might still take this framework out just to give it a bit more room that way. But I'm going to give it a trial fit now, see what happens. Oh. I'm going to need to take that wood frame out. Okay. Alright, I'll chop this out. There is fuck all room that way. Last part of the whole process will be to run power. Unfortunately, this one with the display facing out this way, the power for the whole thing is on this side as well. I'm just going to run the power because I need some 12 volt power obviously for the fridge freezer. Run some cables from up behind me there, and then run it through this capping here, and then somehow sort of down. My father-in-law Ronnie had an old fridge slide. It fits like a 60 litre or something pretty big. But anyway, he said I could steal some stuff off it. So I'm still using the fridge slides from Bunnings, these pieces, because they're the right length. And these are the original tracks off the Titan fridge slide, the big one. So I've unbolted them off the old one, and just going to cut them up and modify them to fit these. Well, that's the basic part of it all. I'm going to try the fridge, see if it'll fit height wise, and then tomorrow I'll weld on some braces, bolt it down, and see how we go. Give it a coat of jam. Alright, been into town and grabbed the accessories plug. Woohoo! We have power. Perfect. Alright, I've chopped up all my bits. That piece will just go on the back, like that. Slot in there, and then we're just gonna, these are still fucking hot. Put one across there, and one across there. Alright, this is the big test. I've just put a couple of screws through the floor just to hold it there. If it fits, I'll rip it all out, fully weld it, give it a little bit of a paint job and chuck it back in. 50-50. And then you can pull it as well then. Sweet. Well, I have painted the frame for the fridge slide, and now just going to put it all together. Oh well, it's pretty much in. I've just cable tied it down for now. It seems pretty sturdy. And yeah, I've got some wood I bought from Bunnings, and just got to make up this piece here that'll fit there like a bit of a frame, and also put the shelf back in, or make some sort of shelf at the back there, which we had before, so it's not wasted space, because about here onwards is a void there we can use for stuff we don't use that often. So yeah, we'll just do a bit of woodworking over the next day or so, and finish that off. That'll be a good addition to everything. Having a little freezer on board is awesome. So the fridge is pretty much complete, other than a bit of painting on the wood here, and a bit behind here, and a bit of a tidy up. But majority of it is done, and it's been running for about 5 days now, with pretty much a full freezer. Seems to be pretty good. Just have to watch this power supply, make sure yeah, it doesn't pop out, but yeah, works a treat. Good thing. Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
No.